Hello and welcome to part 3 of the complete beginner's guide on Pokemon card collecting. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, then make sure to go check them out now. In part 3, I'll be covering the different types of products you can buy, the rough prices with them, and where you can buy them from. I will also only be covering first-party Pokemon company products, that was a mouthful, because there are a lot of like third-party mystery boxes sort of things, which there are far too many of them to cover all of them as well. Also, I'll only be going over sealed product in this video, so if you want more in-depth knowledge about singles and graded cards, then make sure to stay tuned for the next episode. So if you watch part 1 and part 2, then you'll know about the cards. So what about actually getting to the cards? So I'm now going to run through most, if not all, definitely not all, but most of the sealed products that you are able to buy and the rough prices to go with them. But of course, this is only for the new stuff that comes out like today. If you want to go more vintage on these products, then obviously the prices are going to go way up. So this is going to be a guide for all like upcoming new products that are out right now, all basically Scarlet and Violet era. Some Sword and Shield will be the same price, but again, a lot of that has gone up in price now because it's getting older. So yeah, so if you want to go vintage, then do not take this price range as a guide. But firstly, on every set they release a variety of different products with them. So everything on this list I'm about to say right now does not definitely go with every single set that comes out. So you're going to have to do a little bit of Googling for that one, because I physically can't say or predict what different products will come out with every set. Of course, we have to start with booster packs. There's not much to say on this apart from that you get 10 cards in each pack and they go for £4.29 at new. Then we have booster bundles. This is just a box with 6 booster packs inside for £24. And then we have a booster box. This is filled with £36 and they go for £104. Now, my favourite item, the Elite Trainer boxes. In the Scarlet and Violet era, the ETBs, you get 9 packs, according to the set that it comes with, 1 promo card sleeves matching the box art, dividers for sorting, die and coins for playing the game. And in my opinion, these are just like the nicest things you can do as a collector's item that come out all the time, so I highly recommend, and they go for about £45 to £50. Now, there are a variety of blister packs with varying amounts of packs in them. You can get triple blister packs, like the one in my first ever video, which will include 3 packs and 1 promo card for £13. 2-pack blisters are also sometimes available with a unique coin in them, going for about £9. And then blister sleeves literally have 1 booster pack inside, but they are just a different option to go for. They're also safer when buying online because it's a lot harder for people to reseal them, which I'll get more in depth into in a bit later. And they go for about £4 as well. EX boxes are great. Again, they vary a lot depending on the particular box, and the size can vary too. But they come with 1 or more promo cards, usually a giant version of the promo card as well, and a minimum of around 4 packs from the set that that particular promo card comes with, going for about £20. Now, I'd say those are the main products that come out with most sets that release nowadays. But of course, there are a lot more unique items, and I'm going to try and go through some of the big ones that will kind of get repeated over time slowly, but not as much. And also, just to be aware, there are countries that get certain exclusive items, like China and Japan, all sometimes get very exclusive items that you literally have to buy overseas because they don't get released in English. So just be aware of that when you see products that maybe you can't find in England, maybe it's just, or US, maybe it's just because it is an exclusive for that particular country. UPCs, or Ultra Premium Collection boxes, are, well, frankly, as they sound. It very much varies what comes in these boxes, but a lot of goodies, including promo cards, loads of packs, playmats, die, coins, deck boxes, and sometimes like a special metal card as well. They release with random sets, so the last one that we got was with Scarlet Violet 151, and these are quite expensive at £120. You can get these milk cartons, which didn't make a reappearance for a while, but one recently got released in Scarlet and Violet. They feature a trainer and contain a mixture of items such as promo cards, mixture of booster packs and coins, etc. These items are seen as quite focused on the game, so the items you get in that will show that. And they go for about £40. Then we get back to school items, and they're a limited run product of course, and they vary a lot each year. This year's ones just got released actually, and we have a couple of blister packs containing like a big rubber of Pokemon for £9, and then a Charizard pencil case with 2 booster packs going for also £9. You can also get these figure collection boxes with a little Pokemon figure collectible, a promo card alongside a bunch of packs as well. And they can vary in size as well, so they can go anywhere from about like £25 all the way up to about £60. Now, as I've said before, I really don't know much about the actual TCG, but Pokemon also released these deck boxes with pre-made decks for players to get their hands on rather than building their own. That's all I know, and that's where I'm going to leave it, but they also vary in size, so it looks like you can either get them in £9 or £25. Right, there are obviously going to be a lot of products that I have not spoken about here because they are like one-off products, like the £400 Pokemon Classic box sort of thing, but I've tried to say things that even if they're not as frequent as things like ETBs, they might reappear again, like the milk cartons, because I think there's only been like 4 of them ever made, but again, they will probably come again at some point. So I've tried to include those ones because the special, unique, one-off items, like there's so many of them that have come out that I cannot feasibly say all of them, and they probably won't be that useful for you anyways because it won't help you in the future with your new collecting hobby. It's just kind of like that's what's already happened, I guess. Now, where to buy them? So online shopping for Pokemon, your absolute best friend are reviews, because unfortunately in Pokemon card collecting, and I'm sure in every other card collecting as well, resealing is a massive issue that people do. They open packs, see if there's any good pulls in, take the good pulls out, and then reseal it again, trying to make it look like it hasn't been opened in the first place. But you can identify it if you know where to look, and you can see other influencers, they can identify it quite easily basically. So you just have to be very careful, and reviews looking at their previous sales, that is really going to be your best bet for this. Unfortunately though, sometimes even like reputable companies or sellers online, they will sell on a resealed product because they're not aware of it. So if they buy a sealed pack and then they keep it sealed and they want to sell it again, and then you open it up and think, oh my god, it's been resealed, no way. It might not have been their fault, it might have been that they bought it and they kept it and then they sold it on again, so it might have been like, you know, passing it down the line sort of thing. So sometimes it's just down to bad luck, and sometimes you can help it by looking at some people's reviews. So obviously you can buy them straight off the Pokemon Center, which of course has absolutely no risk of resealing or anything because they're brand new. The negative is that they will be maxed out price, so you probably will be able to get them cheaper elsewhere. Then we have Amazon. Buying sealed products like ETBs is safe here, as it will be very hard to reseal those with the sort of plastic it's wrapped around, but buying loose booster packs can sometimes be a little bit risky, so please make sure to read the reviews on them. Then we have eBay. Again, the reviews are your best friend because the seller's previous sales are quite good at telling at what they'll be like, but this probably is the most popular place to buy products, especially older sealed products that you can't easily get from shops or from the Pokemon Center directly anymore. Prices might be a little bit higher here because of postage and or eBay's commission, where they take a certain percentage for themselves to make money too, of course, but most of the time prices are pretty good here. And TikTok has become very popular due to the TikTok shop. This is a great place to find amazing deals, but also can be quite a good place for scams as well. So once again, please read the reviews. But you can also join people's live streams there and buy sealed product directly from them there, which will of course be like nearly fully reliable because they're not going to want to be exposed whilst being live. And then Whatnot is something that I'm going to go a lot deeper into in the next episode, but this is a very safe app that actually takes a very long time to be certified to be able to sell, and it's all live stream based, so it's a very trusted site for the same reasons as why I said TikTok. Now for Whatnot and TikTok, you'll probably find some products are higher than what you expect. in price because of course these streamers have to make a profit themselves, but they're often huge deals too. So just being in and amongst these apps is a great idea because you never know what you're going to find. Now, as you can probably tell by my accent, I live in the UK, so we're gonna have very different in-person shops to what America have or anywhere else, Europe, anywhere else and stuff like that. So a rough idea is that big chain supermarkets can sometimes, not a lot, I think Asda, if you live in the UK, has them sometimes, but they sometimes have a very, very limited amount of stock you can buy. Sometimes just loose, like, booster packs or some blister packs, something very, very limited. But of course, if you go to big chain toy shops like Smiths in the UK, then they'll have a lot. Or you can go to a local game store if you have any, which very quick Google search to see if you have any. So they're gonna have, the toy shops and the local game stores are gonna have a lot more variety of what you can probably buy from there. And there we have it. I think it's going to be a bit of a shorter video today because there's not quite as much to talk about on this subject. It's more just like a massive knowledge dump and then do with it as you wish. As I said, in the next video, I'll be going in depth over singles and graded cards, so make sure to stick around for that one. But for now, please make sure to like, subscribe, share around to anyone you think this will be useful for, and comment down below if you found any of this helpful and if there's anything more that you would like me to include for a future episode. As always, because you know that's really useful for me if there's anything you want me to include. But if not, then for now, I will see you in the next one. Bye!